The most petty light skinned individual I had ever seen.
not petty. Dude, we are a no colorism channel.
No colorism, of course. With Drake, you pull out all the stops though.
Oh my god, not petty and light skinned. Oh man, this is where we at, man. Drake sues hip hop culture.
Everybody under the sun.
It's crazy, dude. And I intentionally said hip hop culture because if you read the lawsuit, because okay, so I'm a trained academic. God be the glory in all things. I literally have my doctorate.
Yeah.
Right. So my mindset when I think about things is I want to get to the primary sources. And so when I read about this, and as a hip hop fan, I literally I was confused. So I went into the court documents, and just for those who are watching the video versus listening, I pulled it up right now, man. But on page 52, I highlighted something that I think is not being discussed enough right now in the culture. It's this line 57, the recording. And he's talking about Not Like Us, which I think, did it just hit 1 billion?
It's popping off.
Yeah, not at the time. It's like, I think it just hit 1 billion. But it said the recording Not Like Us repeatedly accuses Drake of engaging in criminal acts, including PDF file and other acts that would require registered SEX offender in being registered as an SEX offender. Okay. Lawyer talk, all in isolation, bars. Absolute bars. I mean, this whole thing was bars. As a hip hop fan, rap beef is the culture in the secular hip hop world. It's the culture, right? Like, I don't know how else to put this, man. If you are in hip hop, literally, even as a Christian, John Keefe beefing with Bryson Gray, right? It is a part of the culture, man. And it's one of those things. Me and my family, we play Uno No Mercy all the time. Me and my friends and family. And the thing that we say before we enter Uno No Mercy is no personals.
No personals.
The game is called No Mercy. If you're in hip hop, no personals, right? Not in the sense of I take it personally, but rather it's going to feel personal. It's going to get personal, but you don't take it personal. There's a whole subgenre of hip hop called rap battling. That's literal rap battling, not just in over wax. And it's just always been there. In fact, hip hop culture started, right? That's a part of hip hop culture, how it started.
Literally.
You know, when people rapping against each other. Man, your shoes look bad and your clothes look good. I smell great and you don't smell good. Like,
yeah, literally.
That's how rap started. And in this lawsuit, again, read this. This is crazy.
This definition of not taking the L with grace.
Yeah. And what's even crazier to me is that Drake made accusations against Kendrick in defamation of character around his adultery, around, right?
Really?
Like,
you can't.
Drake is quoted by saying, I study rap beefs as a student of the culture. And yet here we are. He has a literal lawsuit. You know what's funny about it, Cole, man? Here's what's funny about it for me. Drake, one of the biggest talking points in the beef between Kendrick and Drake was Drake isn't hip hop. He isn't of this culture. And I need you, I want to specify that. We joke about the light skin, dark skin stuff, but Whitney's light skin. She's biracial, his wife. But we see Whitney as a black woman. We see Whitney as some part of the culture. I don't think it is an issue of his light-skinnedness.
No, of course not.
It is an issue of who is the culture. Are you a part of this culture or not?